We're
And we're
live.
live.
Peace,
Nice.
peace, peace. Power, soul,
Power, soul,
activation.
activation.
Brother, reach your mic real quick. Okay, got you. So, peace, power, soul, activation to us. We are the united Futuritarians moving forward as the ones walking with ones, walking with ones. Welcome to our first StreamYard live on YouTube. Right now, I have with me brother Cosmo Uni One. Check him out on Facebook, Podbean, Instagram, all over. His workout videos. Ultimately, in the future, what he has in store is going to be amazing. Just wait. But ultimately, as well as in the future, we'll have Brother AF1. Check him out on his channel, Futuritarians Activation Channel. Again, Futuritarians Activation Channel. So, yeah, welcome back, welcome back. We are the United Futuritarians. All this power. We've come here with this particular live stream just to bring forth next evolutionary intelligence to move you forward, to move the planet forward. So yes, 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 yes. We are ones walking with ones. Again, we started that saying ones walking with ones, walking with ones, hands down. So anybody saying that is because they heard of this before, because we're not popular, but popularity doesn't matter when it comes to further raising the minds and the souls of the future newborns moving forward next now. So yes, with today's topic at hand, intel over information, because at the end of the day, we always talk about how we're going past information or having our minds, having information ultimately mutate us as far as how we are going to mutate based on or how we would have mutated if we were still caught up in the mindset and the ways of 3D. So we further evolved or blossomed out of that state of being, again, a part of the metal loop process, being a part of that again, that 3D hamster wheel that we talked about. So again, this is true power. Would you say coming together through counseling, because counseling will only move things forward on the planet, not your communities, not any of those things that are going to keep you, would you say, below or always, seeking, but not ultimately receiving. So we're not seeking, we're receiving what's next. And we're not thinking as well too. So thinking and seeking is not a thing that we're doing, but we're ultimately going to be able to, receive, or we are receiving the future because of us coming together. And the future is through counseling, through again us bringing all of the questions that we have about this world, about who we are. You throw it on the table, and we come to a solution. A solution. We come and find, what you say, results through, again, further experimenting, further, again, not saying I don't know, but saying, again, let's figure it out. Not talking about, oh, I don't know and give up. No, we're pushing ourselves forward. And again, we're going to bring forward intelligence. Bless you. You're welcome. And yes, in this power, we're going to keep moving forward as ones, walking ones, or again, the 11,111, the 111 power. So today's date is Monday, March 28th, 2022, 7:19 p.m. PST out here in Las Vegas, and we have brother Cosmo in Cincinnati. So again, it's what 10:19 out there. So again, we're up here streaming through the three different timelines. I mean, through three different time zones, pretty much. But again, welcome you all. We all welcome you all to the Next Week Radio Show, ultimately, as well as Futuritarians Activation Channel, whether it be on Podbean and YouTube, and again on Instagram for Brother AF1, and again Brother Cosmo Uni here on YouTube, Podbean, Instagram, and Facebook. So check us out. Again, I am Z Reyes, our Nuclear or Nuclear. If you haven't heard me before, I know. I mean, I've had thousands of videos, not to brag or anything, but again, the question that I have for a lot of people is, why is there not the same kind of energy and push when it comes to our videos versus somebody like, Rashad Jamal or Remedy H or Dr. Umar Johnson? It's because a lot of y'all are afraid of, again, where power's coming from. We ain't talking about information. We ain't talking about books, Google Siri or Alexa. We're bringing for intelligence. We're bringing for the future. The future is what's coming through us or through those who allow themselves to be open to receive the future. Not talking about, oh, the future is this, coming in with their preconceived notion and ideas of what the future might be, but not what it really is. Not the reality, but what they assume it is by looking at books, by hearing the point of views of humans, by hearing the point of views of your so-called teachers, quote unquote, because we're not teachers, we're actually intelligent leaders moving forward next now, leaders of the utopia next now. So I will be right here, Brother Cosmo Uni, but we're ultimately waiting for our other brother, F1 to come in. But a peace, power, soul activation to you all. Um, and yes, again, we are ones walking with ones, walking with ones, or we're always saying the 1111, the true 1111 in this power state. Again, the breakers out of a 3D. we're always saying that we're breaking up because we're breaking up topics, breaking up misconceptions, again, theories. We're breaking up all that is not of future intelligence. So again, peace, power, soul, and activation, or peace, power, and soul activation. So those generation alpha. Okay, here you go. I'll see you. I'll see you. Here you go. I think here you go. Peace, power, soul, brother. Mute your mic, please, brother. Mute your mic real quick. There we go. So yes, we are ones walking with ones, walking with ones, or the 11, 11, 11 with the 6. Because again, we're talking about us breaking out of the 6. This year is 2022. Again, the 6, breaking out of the physical mental loop process, but our souls and minds have already done that breaking up process already. So right now, I have the council. We are the council. We are the United Futurtarians moving forward next now. So welcome you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, come on in. No, give me your cash app money. No, we ain't about that shit because it's true power over here. So fuck people who keep talking about, oh, donate to this, donate to that. No, it's about the intel. It's about the power that we bring forth as a collective unit. Unity over, again, community. Unity, because community is all about, again, that one leader that controls a whole bunch of people. Again, all his followers, or her followers will not, versus, again, we're all leaders over here. We all have a say so. We all have that ability to move things forward, whether it be in our own individual, time, or just moving forward and move things as a collective council. So right now I have Brother AF1, Brother Cosmo Unity, and we are ones walking for ones. Again, the true 11 in this power state. The true, again, activation or push in this power state. So again, if y'all have any comments, questions, feel free to just say what you're going to say, ask us questions. Peace, power, and soul, Kwaba El Ray. Glad to have you here. We're up here as the United Futurtarians moving forward as ones walking one. So bringing forth, again, future intelligence. Again, if y'all have any questions, y'all have anything that y'all would like to, further have us break up for you all, please ask away. Because again, I'm not Rashad Jamal. He's not Remedy H. He's not any Ralph Smart. None of these niggas know, because we're here to bring forth activational shifting, tangible things to actually that we can do to move things forward. Not talking about, oh, we're going to wait 10 years. No, 10 years is too fucking long. Things are speeding up. The world is speeding up. So 10 years from now, it won't be how we thought it was going to be in its current state. So everything's going to keep evolving forward next now. So that's why it's intel over information, because intel is eternal. Information is temporary. It's not permanent. It doesn't stick, because you have to have new books every fucking year, or every so often. You have to have an update of books, an update of information, update of all things that deal with the AI, artificial intelligence next now. So right now I have with me AF1 and Cosmo. Y'all want to chime in real quick? Go ahead.
Peace, power, and souls to activate AF1. Shout out to United Futurtarian Council seats. And we going live on, where we at? We on YouTube?
Yep, we on YouTube. Okay.
We on live on YouTube, and I chimed in late, and I can't see nothing. I can't see the topic or nothing on here.
So the topic is intel over information. It's that simple.
Oh, okay, yeah, the intel over information. So just going back to moving everything forward, man, moving stuff forward on this planet. There's only one option. That's intel. That's it. And everybody's that's out here on the internet teaching, they don't understand that when they mix the intel with the information, it's gonna distort it. And then what happens is when they bring up the intel and mix it with the information, you'll see them glitch, because this is an organic glitching process. It's the same thing with computers. Your mind is an organic computer. So you'll see them glitch. You'll see them just go into, like, they'll say some intel and then they'll stutter or something, or they'll like blink their eyes or something like that, because they're glitching, because they're not saying the source of where it's coming from. It's coming from the Futurtarians. So we letting everybody know. We sat in the cut for a good maybe 2-3 years, just going back to that movie Short Circuit. When the robot escaped from the military lab, and then what he do is he went into the house, read all those books, went through the TV, was downloading all this stuff. That's what we had to do before we popped out, because now everybody's gonna know where all these teachers is getting this intel from, and they know it ain't them, but they ain't saying the source. Now, this is the problem. They're not saying the source, but they'll say Bobby Hemmitt's source. They'll say Delbert Blair's source. They'll say the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's source. But then they're taking the intel from the Futuritarians and ain't saying the source, and there's going to be a price to pay for that in the future because you're not saying the source. You know what I'm saying? That it's the equivalence of you being a parasite, a vulture, and actually thinking that you're receiving intel and you're not. So then what's going to happen when they conceive a baby? The leech and vulture and all that stuff is going to go into their next children. So that's why I keep telling y'all finish if you don't accept the intel, because then all that leeching and vulture is going to go. It's going to go through your mind, down your spinal cord, into their seeds, and then they're going to make a baby, and that baby is going to be a leech and a vulture and be doing the same thing. So how are you moving the planet forward when you're creating leeches and vultures and parasites? All you got to do is say where the source is at. Y'all talking about DEA. Y'all talking about the portals being open. Y'all talking about activation. Y'all talking about all this stuff, but then you never have consistent people with you. Always by yourself. You have people pop in here and there. They have people pop in here and there. These teachers that's out here that using our stuff. We don't care about the ones that's on the information. The ones that's on the information that's staying in that information lane. Salute to y'all. But the ones that come over here and act like they don't know where this stuff is, like they act like they came up with it. It's like, no, you didn't come up with that. It's like all you gotta do is just say the source. But what they do? Share the videos, hit the cash app, hit the PayPal family, because they're all fallen angels, leeches, and vultures, man. Now it's the age of Aquarius. Everything's getting put on the goddamn table. That's what they is, man. When you see a fallen angel, he's not going to be like, hey, I'm a fallen angel. Hey, come pay me. That's why the Futuritarians, we work together and we come together as one council. This is a council. This is not an organization. This is not one leader. It's leaders amongst leaders. If you look at all those old movies, even in the Matrix movie, who did Neo go to? Neo went to the council. Go back to the Spartans. When you watch that movie, The Spartans, who did the queen go to when King Elias got killed? She went to the council. It's the age of Aquarius. It's a wrap. There is nothing else after this, man. Good luck. That's all I could tell y'all, man. You know, you feel you're a one, you feel you want to be activated and build. I mean, what else is there? Because you only got two options, right? It's either council mind movement, or just be a citizen. Just be a regular citizen. Go work your job. Go run your business. Deal with your family. Because now these next videos that's going to be coming out, people are going to be getting like, well, where are they getting this from? We're getting it from the 13th dimension and down. That's where it's coming from. And everybody's going to know, you know, everybody's going to know where it's coming from. So just going back to the topic, intelligence over information. That's the mental chain of command. There is nothing else. Guarantee when we walk through a building, it's going to pause. The whole building will pause. That's why our number is the 11. When you go on YouTube, tap your phone once, you're going to see that 11. You're going to see the 11. The ones walking with the ones. That code was already been put in place before the universe was made. Go back to 9/11 when the two ones failed, because there is nothing else after this. You know, a fire topic by the Brothers of Rez. If any one of the council members want to chime back in, go ahead. I'll mute the mic. Peace, power, and soul.
Okay, brother Cosmo, you want to go ahead?
Yeah. Peace, power, and soul, Futuritarians. Yes, having to do with intelligence over information. Us bringing what's next and what's new and what's necessary to move things forward. Evolution is what's next, and evolution has to do with intelligence, as well as having to do with the sun, the earth, and the moon, as Brother F1 had broke up, having to do with the present, the past, the present, and the future. So the future deals with intelligence, and the past and the present deals with information, or what's already here, or what already has happened, or what you already had experienced. Definitely, or having to do with the past and the moon. It has to do with your past lives, your Akashic records, correct? Something like that. As well as the earth deals with the present. So
Yeah,
anyway, what I'm
that's
trying to
correct.
say,
That's correct.
yeah. So anyway, what I'm trying to say is having to do with those realms or that setup and this whole experience. There's way more to just. There's way more to it. Way more to it. It's not just spirituality as well as not just has to do with information or clicking and research. After a while, you just use your mind. After you use what you are made up of, or what's how you're operating. You use you use that, and you start to upload. We don't say download. We say upload, and you start to update. Just like okay, just like an iPhone has updating, or it will continue to glitch. So you have to update with your actual source of who you are, or you can stick to being you. I don't want to get off topic. But what I'm trying to say is, there's a lot of things that go into, evolving or becoming your the best version of yourself. Not only that, but what's this whole thing's about. You know what I mean? So, instead of just sticking on information and, limits, I guess. You know what I mean? But I'll come back in a minute. Peace, power, soul activation.
Okay, wonderful breakups by Brother Cosmo and Brother AF1. We are the United Futurtarians. If you haven't heard or seen our videos, like I said, where's the love at? For all the ones in this live, do y'all honestly like watch our videos? Or, for the ones who are new, I can't say that, but for the one, like, where's the love at? If we're all supposed to be a big old so-called, gods and goddesses or whatnot, how come there's no collective, working together? Again, it's easy to put a video out or do lives and YouTubes, but again, it doesn't push anything or move things forward. So that's why when it comes to the intelligence, yeah, this is new, this is next, because we're only going to bring forth the reality that needs to be said. People want to keep on stroking y'all egos. They want to do all of these things to make y'all feel good, but at the same time, y'all still got to battle with, like, for the ones with mental depression, heavy mental depression, y'all still have to battle with that, outside of, again, once the camera is over with, again, what do you have, or where's y'all's focus going to be at? Because again, y'all can sit up there and keep on, supporting these people again, but again, where's the evolution at? People gonna sit up there, they've been doing these videos and lives like the last, what, 10, 12 years, but has there really been a shift as far as the minds of our people? So-called, once being called black people, but now we're being called gold activated beings for the ones who become activated, because not everybody's going to be activated, because obviously it shows. Because again, you wouldn't have teachers with like that many subscribers or people who come over here and anywhere else. It's like, where's the collective building and pushing things forward, not just talking about go and subscribe here, go to my Patreon, subscribe here, or again, let's go online and do classes, do court. No, we actually have to take action. There's no more, all of these keyboard warriors, all of these things that again, dealing with this program that we're using, such as YouTube. Again, what about going outside of all of that and actually coming together? What's there to be afraid of? I mean, I'm just saying, like, if you really in the future, what's there to be afraid of? There is nothing to worry about. There is no white man. There is no beast. There is no fucking any of that shit. Because we're the only ones that fucking matter. If y'all see that shit, things will move a lot fucking faster. So what's the hold up? Put in, just okay, for the ones in the comment section, let me know, what do y'all feel like is the problem that should be addressed? Because, at this point in time, what all are y'all going to keep, what you say, focusing on is the information, because information is what's being pushed by teachers that are not wanting to let go to grow themselves. So again, that whole repetitive cycle of information, we were the Anunnaki, we were this, the UFOs, all of that, it doesn't matter no more. Because how long will y'all keep on pushing these same narratives? What's next after that? What's going beyond what you've heard or seen on Google, Siri, Alexa? That's why our focus is only on collective counseling, because we need a lot of people who go to counseling because they got a lot. Well, in this physical state, counseling is used to, again, sort out problems, come to a conclusion, or come to a reality that should be, really addressed, or, further come together to work towards. To again, the future reality of, again, once walking with ones, true power. You're a leader. I'm a leader. We're all leaders. There is no community. These communities are full of shit talking about, oh, I'm the only receiver, or, there's only one leader per community. No, we're all leaders. There's no followers, no membership that we're going to fucking send out. Hey, if y'all want to be a part of us, subscribe here, or, pay us this much money for dues or whatnot. No, that's stupid. because the power of intel is streaming down here. But you got to be open socially mentally for it. Like I said, that camera lens, like your soul and mind act as a camera lens to bring in the bigger picture. That exposure lens bringing in the bigger picture. Again, what are you able to tap into for the ones saying, but they're in tune in a 17th dimension and beyond? It's all about showing intelligence, intel over information, intel over information, and it's that simple. Because again, information will not extend. Well, no, it won't evolve. It will only be what you say dressed up like it's evolving, but it's really the same shit being said. So again, intel over information. Again, because we don't care about the, I would say, subscribers, money. It doesn't matter at this point. Subscribers, money, it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, is your soul activated? Is your mind activated? What are you working towards? Again, for all the ones who, again, these teachers on YouTube or again, just in general, now, what are y'all working towards? What are y'all working for? Because if y'all working just to get the monetary gain and the ego boost, ooh, 1,000 subscribers, ooh, 17,000 views on my video, ooh, that's nothing.
Hey,
That's
hey, Zach,
that don't mean shit.
you know what's so funny is, like, I was on the internet today, right? And you can tell just by what they say what their agenda is and if they're agent or not. You can always see, because in the age of Aquarius, they're going to slip up and say something. Because if you still talking about the president, you still talking about politics, you still talking about the Anunnakis, you still talking about um Christianity, sage, uh um spaceships, aliens. There's the man,
Tarot cards.
Tarot cards, the third dimensional beings, man. They don't care about these people down here, man. All they care about is where's your soul at. People like, oh, there's gonna be some spaceships that come out the sky for what? They're highly advanced three-dimensional beings. That's just like you. That's just the same equivalent if you want to shrink yourself and go see how ants live. Does that sound fun? I'm gonna shrink myself and go see how the ants are living, just so I could just go see. You can don't even that's you know what I mean? Like these people's minds are gone, man. They're gone. Now the intel streak went down, man, on the planet, man. Now they're gonna be like, where is this stuff coming from? It's coming from the 13th dimension and down. That's where it's coming from. Go check the archives, go check the videos, go check how many teachers that came over here, took the intel and then fled off somewhere, mixed it with the information. And then when they say the intel on their videos, they glitch. They glitch. Some teachers' eyes be glitching. You know what I mean?
Look at their thumbnails.
Right. Look at their thumbnails. Their thumbnails be like, you know what I mean? You be like, thumbnail be all crazy, man. Y'all just like, oh, let me click on him because he's sitting there. Everything's gonna be revealed in the age of Aquarius, man. Everything. Our shit's gonna be revealed. We don't even give a crap because we are not focused on the past or the present. We use the present to access the future. That's what we do. We use the present to access the future. So we're not even really focused on the present. We just know we live in a third dimensional body at this present. This is our past selves. We are already in the future making shit. We're already making galaxies and universes in the future. Everybody's thinking on a physical realm. They want some spaceships to come down here. They want some money. They want, man, your minds are still gone. It don't matter. Your soul and your mind's gone. All that stuff don't matter, man. And then when you conceive a baby, it's going to trickle down to them subconsciously. That's why I tell, man, people, y'all finished, man. It's a wrap like saran paper. Then acknowledging the intel, is the least you could do. Check out the fallen angels that's on the internet. If you hear, hit the Cash App family. If you hear, hit the PayPal family. If you hear, hit us up on Patreon consistently, family. And you hear all that stuff, they all fallen angels, man. Everything's being put on the table in the age of Aquarius. It's like, because now when you see them on the internet, these teachers that's on the internet, you see them, right? Majority of the time, who they with? They by themselves. Some of them do have guests on their shows and stuff like that. But you notice the ones that take the intel, the ones that have been taking our intel, you notice they by themselves majority of the time. How you gonna be by yourself when we're not by ourselves in the future? If we're rhyme with each other,
makes sense.
Right. If we rhyme with each other up there, we're gonna link up down here. It's the law of attraction. Just that simple. Now everything's getting revealed in the age of Aquarius because the alphas is back. It's generation A is back. It's the reset. It's the reset, man. Generate. We're not worried about money and all that stuff, man. That's a red flag right there. And y'all still support the people. You know why? Because you still not you got stuck up there somewhere. You probably stuck in the fifth dimension. You probably stuck in the eighth dimension. I'm talking about your future self, and you can't just get out that dimension. So all the shit from you to fix that stuff, to go past and get to the top where everything is being created, you have to go through a alpha. This is not rocket science. This is what they feared, man. It wasn't guns, it wasn't money, it wasn't it was activation time. They talking about junk DNA activation. Who you think they got that from? They talking about DEA, DNA and DEA. They got that from us. They got the junk DNA from us. But why ain't y'all coming with nothing? You know why? Because there's a mental chain of command that's coming down on this planet. Y'all want the planet to switch. You want guns out your hood. You want the drugs to get up out your hood. You want the plastic out the ocean. You want solar panels. There's only one way, and that's us. That's it. Peace, power, and soul to the councils to activate AF1. Let one of the council members chime in. Go ahead.
Peace, power, and soul, activation, futuritarians. I just wanted to add on to what Brother F1 was saying about the reset, Age of Aquarius. Stepping into this new, or tapping into, stay tapped in, as well as beginning to create this world or the new paradigm, the new shift, and as well as having to do the reset, your DNA shifting to DEA, activating by way of your mind, of your soul, by way of the sun, by way of solar energy. Basically teleporting, people, back to, when teachers were speaking about, DEA, they don't never expand on how things are set up or how that shit works. You know what I mean? People don't even speak about the sun as much, or stars. They stick to lunar energy, which has to do with a lot of spirituality, or staying here in this physical realm, basically. So you're not really tapping into etheric stuff or beyond ether, beyond and above, physical things. So yeah. Letting things go to be able to move forward. You know what I mean? So peace, power, soul. That's all I have right now.
Morning, brother AF1. Yes. So again, we are the United Futuritarians. We go live. We were going live on Podbean. We go periodically, but we're taking a break pretty soon. All throughout April. And then we're going live here. May 11th, 2022, for our mega live stream, just bringing forward what you say, exclusive intel, shit you ain't never heard before. That's something that you haven't, what you say, can Google or again go online and just pull it up pretty much. So everything that we're talking about or that we focused our videos on, if you look at the archives, it's all future intel, not information. Any of that again, that still has limits of the past, and it doesn't matter no more. So we're only going to break shit up, only going to bring forward what you say, new clarity or future clarity when it comes to, again, the thing, again, why we must further come together as a council to move things forward, for the ones who see and can hear this, because at this point, communities don't work, churches don't work. Again, for the ones who are still caught up in the church and community frequencies, we've grown out past that, because again, it's leadership. We're all leaders. Well, again, ones walking with ones, or again, the 11, truly breaking up, again, this dimension. We further broken out of the 3D, and we further evolved into, again, these 4D beings and beyond, or as far as our minds and our souls, and physically we're living in the 4D, because again, we're not fucking around with you regular ass motherfuckers, zeros. Because again, we see the power in coming and gathering with, again, right minds and right souls that will only move forward, which is the right way to go, right? Again, are you in your right state of mind? Are you thinking on the highest level that you possibly, feel that you can at this point? I mean, are you actually not even thinking, but are you receiving the future? Are you receiving the visions? Are you receiving, all of the synchronicities that align you in the future? If not, then it's just more so, again, are you opening your mind and soul? Are you open? Or are you still, what you say, fighting those demons, or again, fighting, again, your evolution? Because to move forward, you can't fight your evolution. Again, there will be ups and downs. There will be, what you say, periods of stagnation. But again, we're breaking up out of the physical 3D, which is a so many words, we're going against the grain. So the intel is going against the grain information. The intel is going against the grain information, and it's only going to again break up and further allot us this forward movement. So us moving forward and us just gaining more power again. The physical side of that, if people talk are still focused on the physical, it's all mental peace. Again, and then we have only is a reflection of what's happening in the upper and outer dimensions. Because there is no peace down here in 3D unless we're here. There is no peace down in 3D unless we're here. Again, are you embodying peace? Are you really truly in balance, or you just out here just to cause mayhem and cause all kind of confusion and whatnot? So we're not causing confusion. We're actually sincerely again pushing things forward. Again, power doesn't have to be seen. Power can be felt. Power will only be felt again through those ones who are actually actively challenging and who can actually feel what you say the shift taking place. But are you able to acknowledge it, accept it, and just move on with your life? Or will you just still keep on fighting and fighting and fighting, trying to shove down information down the next generation's mouth, or trying to basically have them think like you and act like you? Peace, power, and soul to you all. For the ones that are coming in here that are brand new, again, we are the United Futurtarians. Check us out on YouTube, Podbean, and Brother AF1's channel, Futurtarians Activation channel. So, and we have Brother Cosmo here, Cosmo Uni One. Check him out as well on Facebook, YouTube, all over, because we are ones walking with ones, true power, and true souls, and true activated souls, true activated minds that are actually again saying things that matter, not trying to stroke your ego or the next person's ego, because we're beyond ego. Check out that live that we were talking about the alter ego, but great live that was hosted by Brother AF1, us in the council. So yes, peace, power, soul activation to us. We are again the true ones. We're true 11, because people are still caught up in the whole 10 frequency, and that is the ones to control zeros, or again that whole community where there's one leader that controls all his henchmen and all them zeros. No, you can be a leader. We're all leaders. Again, if your mind is open to actually receive that blueprint or that installment to actually move forward and evolve forward, then again, it's that simple. Because what else are we doing? Again, besides moving forward or evolving forward. Again, if you're still focusing on the physical world, the money, the women, the all that does not move you forward, then again, it shows you that you're not up there with us. So moving forward as the future, we're only going to again walk and talk it. Walk and talk future. There's nothing else to talk about. There's no people talking about the whole Chris Rock and Will Smith shit. Fuck that shit. We don't care about that. That's bullshit.
That's so funny.
Again, more distractions. Go ahead, brother.
That's so funny with the Chris Rock and Will Smith stuff. I'm like, y'all ain't activated, man. That shit was staged. That was staged, man. That was all orchestrated. That's
what I said. Because you can tell.
It was staged. People are like, oh, did you see Will Smith smack him and this and that? I'm like, if you offer somebody $2 million to get smacked, you think they ain't gonna get smacked? It is that simple. Like, people are so gone, man, because they ain't activated. They just all day they're like, did you see that? Did you see that? I'm like, yeah. I ain't even tell them it was staged because it don't even matter. I ain't even tell them that shit was staged. It don't even matter, man. I'm like, because they're actors. You think they're not acting?
Entertainers.
When they're entertaining. They're internally taming your mental, taming you like a lion, like a bear, like a just tame y'all. They use entertainment. But see, when these Greco-Roman priests was writing all this stuff back in those days, and the Europeans and stuff was writing all this stuff back in the days, they was putting all these codes and these words. Now it's the age of Aquarius and everything's getting ate up. They're like, because then if you look at the cats that's in the hierarchy right now that knows this secret stuff, they're like, how are they figuring this out? They like, man, now they like, oh shit, we finished. Let's go to war. Fuck it. They're done. They're back. Let's just go to war. Fuck it. And when the smoke clears, we still gonna be standing. Because Generation Z know it's over with. That they know the A's is back. The reset's here. Just get straight to the point. People be on the internet talking, just dibbling and dabbling, going around shit, this and that, man. Guaranteed, man. When this live hits the cyberverse, you know what I'm saying? We are Neos. Was what Neo mean. We don't need no zeros around us. That's what Neo really means. People like Neo means new. Yeah, it means new too, but not NEW. It's the NUs, the New World Order. It's back. And people just gonna have to get in the mental chain of command, man, or watch this planet go to shit. It's just that simple, man. Motherfuckers, they talk that chosen stuff, they talk that activation stuff, but go through their archives, see what they talk about. Go, all these teachers that took our stuff, go through their archives, go through our archives. You'll see our dates is before theirs, because dates don't lie. Dates don't lie, man. You know what I'm saying? Especially the ones that, it's funny because the ones that's consistently taking our stuff, they're always on there by themselves because they're leeches, vultures, parasites, and fallen angels. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal, hit the whatever floats your boat. If you want to be a sucker and send them some money, then be a sucker. I'm helping them out. I'm helping the community out, the cyber community, this and that. Whoa, whoa. Man, a lot of these teachers, as soon as they get off the internet, they be like, man, get over here, man, get off my couch, man. Roll that shit, man. Man, it just turned to a whole different person, man. Real talk. What you see on this camera is what you get when we get off the camera. What you see on the camera is what you get when we off the camera. And when we walking through society. You know how many people I encounter every day that think that they're so smart? Then after I get done with them, they just looking at the clouds and the TV and not saying shit no more. Because they know it's reality. They know it's reality. They're like, damn, I didn't learn this in college. I didn't learn this on Google, Siri, and Alexa, Webster Dictionary, books, cyclopedias, movies, and peers. Where'd this come from? Where did this come from? Came from the 13th dimension. That's where the hell it came from. That's where it came from. Everybody walking around. If you want to stay in your informational lane, that's fine. All power to you, man. I respect all the teachers that stay in the informational lane. Then I respect the teachers that take the intel from us and say the source. But the ones that's taking it and say the source, I ain't got no respect for y'all, man. And it's going to be consequences for that shit in the future. So just going back to the topic, man. Intel over information. What does intel mean? When they say portals, they don't even know that it's portals wasn't dealing with there are certain times the high dimensional beings that come through portals in certain times at certain spectrums, but now they send souls through portals. That people think that why would you, if you made everything in the universe, why would you send a spaceship back? That don't even make sense. You made everything in the universe and you send some titanium, uranium spaceship back with people in it when you could just send the souls. Can't nobody, because you know we make scholars, professors, teachers on the internet, leaders. They all thinking, they're like, yeah, you just send the souls back. That's why I said, man, when that girl said that stuff to me in the 3rd grade, when she said my dad out the blue, her dad might have been like a Mason or something, or like in a hierarchy level, like in the government or something like that. And she said, my dad said, I said, what did your dad say? Because I never talked to her. She just said it to me out the blue. She said that the world's going to end in 2021. The mindset, yeah, and the reset's back, man. Generation Alpha's back. So, you know, it's a mental chain of command, man. It's the same way when you go to your job and you have to listen to your manager. They're like, oh yeah, can you go do this? The manager has to listen to his boss. His boss has to listen to his boss. That's why I was like, man, it's over with. It's a wrap, man. Because we still receiving. You think we put everything on the cyberverse? You think we actually put everything we receiving on the cyberverse? That don't even make sense. But Peace, Power, Soulfire, topic by the Brothers of Reyes. So one of the council members want to chime in. Go ahead.
I'll pop in a minute.
Okay. So yes, yeah, this is a very, very important, this is a important message for all to, take in however you want to take it. But all we're saying is this, there's nothing that's going to top intelligence, because intelligence is what is the foundation for why we have dimensions, why things are in order or in basically in structure here in this paradigm and in all other future paradigms. But structure is balanced because of intelligence, not information, because information does not transcend 3D. Information is only a limited, what you say, mindset that's basically purposely put here to basically for us to move forward past that.
Right. They don't understand the word information. They're forming Your mutation. They're molding you to what they want you to be. When people, all these teachers on the internet talking about information, this information, we be sitting, me and the Futuritarians, man, we be sitting back in the cut laughing because we're like, they just ain't gonna get it. You know, just they ain't gonna get it, but they gonna see these videos though. Peace, power, and soul.
Yep, they're gonna see these videos because there really isn't anything else out here. Y'all don't see this loop process. That's why Meta came out. We were the ones that shifted Facebook and turned it into Meta because again, our continuous push of intel, it caused them to do that because they're like, okay, y'all motherfuckers just don't get it. They see what we're doing, but it's like, okay, how come our own people can't, what you say, gravitate towards this power over here? Everybody wants to run away from power. They want to go off the grid. They want to do all these things, but it's take responsibility, be accountable for the future, and stop being some lazy and being scared. Shit, grow a pair. Shit, man the fuck up, woman the fuck up. Shit, knuckle up, buck up, do something.
Right.
Because at
And
this
then,
point,
hey, sorry to cut you off, Rez. It's so funny because everybody that's like single out here, all these women and shit that's single and they got that independent mind frame. I'm like, how the hell is you independent and you live in a modern day society? That don't even make sense. You independent, but you going to Walmart in the morning. You independent, but if you break your leg, go ahead and fix it by yourself then, since you want to be independent. Go fix your leg. Go put the cast on. Go put the cast on your leg, wrap it up, hop in a wheelchair, and then drive, and then go drive. Since you want to be independent, these people are gone, man. They're mentally gone. In their mind, they think what they believe is really reality. So now we came back from the future to let you know, if you want to be independent, go fly in the jungle of Brazil, parachute in the jungle of Brazil, throw your cell phone in the river, and build your own house, make your own weapons, kill your own food. I respect that. You ain't independent if you living in a modern day society. In your mind, you independent, but when you leave that house, you're gonna be like, are you gonna be at the bodega that morning? But you independent though. They ain't independent. Peace, Prime. So I just want to chime in on that.
the Cosmo, do you have any? Oh, go ahead.
Remarks? Yeah, I got some remarks having to do with how a lot of people like to keep people coped here or keep people satisfied with certain things. A lot of people have a lot of followers, a lot of teachers or leaders, you know what I mean? They got a lot of followers and they feed a lot of people's head up, you know what I mean? And as well as, they keep people at a certain, what's the name, it's healing and it's like, moving forward and like continuing to let go of everything that is physical, everything that we learn to attach to, or certain people learn to attach to. I feel like how you say, what's the goal? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like people are trying to find better ways to feel comfortable here, not trying to find actual solutions to move things forward, as well as to move beyond planets, move beyond its physical dimensions. You know what I mean? Like, or do you know what the purpose is? As well as, do you know what's really important, or what's the whole reason of all of this searching, or why you had to search, or why you had to go from that state to the next state? You know what I mean? So having to do with actual evolution and put things in actual order, soul, mind, and body, as well as planetary. You feel me? As well as us coming together. You feel me? So or the necessary ones coming together to move shit forward. So yeah, peace, power, soul activation.
Okay, wonderful breakup, my brother F, and brother Cosmo. Yeah, because the reason why, they're limited or they can't receive or tap in is because their minds are still caught up in books. Y'all minds still caught up in books. Y'all give a fuck about what the president got to say. They give a fuck about what the fuck's taking place in fucking Ukraine and Russia. Y'all give a fuck about all the unimportant things. But your children evolving forward, you evolving forward, your bloodline, the future evolving forward. Y'all all washed up. And we're here to tell y'all, hey, either y'all gonna come into the council and actually move shit forward, or you feel like you're a one, then come over here and reach out to us. We don't bite, y'all up here doing all of this shit, supporting these clowns, these fallen ones. But y'all don't want to push the power. Y'all ain't pushing P. We pushing P over here. Gonna, no, I'm playing. I'm just saying, in general, like we up here pushing P, pushing power. That's what it truly means to push P, pushing power. Y'all want to sit up here and push information. Y'all want to push books, Google, Siri, Alexa. Y'all want to push all of these things that, again, have nothing to do with the fucking future. The future is here, right in your fucking face. And y'all want to run, y'all want to hide, but we see y'all. We see everybody. We in the future because again, we opened up our souls and minds and shared that a layer of 3D with that limited mindset of information and BS belief systems. Because for one, we don't believe anymore.
BS.
Go ahead, Red.
Hey, hey, just going back. That's why I said, man, these fallen angels, man, they come over here and take the intel, right? They come over here and take the intel. They don't know that we created the algorithms. It's going to send them right back to us because it's not on Google, Siri, and Alexa. It hasn't been documented yet. So when we Google stuff, it says no results. But it makes sense. It makes sense to us though. Then all these teachers come over here and think they came up with something deep. Then it's like the algorithm sending right back to us because it was an original thought from an upper dimension. That's why I'm like, damn, they just ain't gonna get it, man. They just leeches, vultures, and parasites. This is the only video we finna do on these fallen angel teachers that y'all be supporting and shit. Cause you know what I'm saying? This is the only because we're the ones. We just only have to do one video about this. You think why we don't have to do multiple, because I got caught up in some shit where I did multiple videos, and I'm like, but the Zeresh was like, dude, your first one pretty much did it. He was like, your first one did it. I'm like, I went back and listened to it. I was like, damn, all I had to do was make one. That's the only video, man, because we moving past that. We got some things going on in the physical realm, stuff like that. And be looking out for a lot of stuff we coming out with. And we just gonna keep moving forward while y'all keep supporting these parasite leeches, vultures, and fallen angels. Peace, power, and soul.
Yeah, peace, wonderful breakup, brother everyone. Yeah, peace, power, and soul. Much honor. I was gonna say, yeah, those teachers, they don't really, they really don't have the best interest for you. You feel me? Or they want to try to keep trying to teach you. They want to try to keep you down there, and I'm going to keep feeding you stuff. You know what I mean? Because actually, you have a future person that's doing that for you. You know what I mean? Pretty much like your future self. So you know what I mean? That's what So they're your God. You know what I mean? Pretty fucking much, I guess. You got Google, Siri, and these teachers. That sucks. That sucks. I'm sorry, but honestly, yeah. But thinking for ourselves, using our own mind. I mean, Age of Aquarius, activating your soul, your mind, as well as when you activate your soul and your mind and having to do with junk DNA shifting to DEA, then that means that you don't need things that were created, or we don't need certain things to utilize here to tap into what's real and what's true and what's actually moves things. So, that's natural intelligence. That's intelligence. And, don't just stick to vegan. It's not just about your diet. It's not about that shit. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people out here that's vegan and they don't have the greatest intent for the world or for themselves or for people. You know what I mean? So that don't mean nothing. That doesn't mean anything. So we have to start thinking logically, moving forward. You know what I mean? And challenging ourselves. So you know what I mean? Yeah. And your teacher's not gonna tell you that. So peace, power, soul, activation, Futurtarians.
Peace, power, soul activation to us. Yes, moving forward, like I said, check us out on May 11th, 2022. Again, for our mega live stream, we just bring forth exclusive stuff that you haven't heard us say before, but ultimately that has not been introduced to the world at this very moment. Because again, we're the only ones that truly tapped in. So we're not tapping in like a hammer, but we're truly tapped in. We're in there. We're stuck in there like a nail, and we're not coming out. Why I go back down to this limited state as far as thinking, as far as living, when we are already in the upper outer dimensions, already evolving and living our best lives, living my best life. Ain't fucking around with you niggas, living my best life. I'm just saying, right? Because we're all living our best lives because we're not being limited by, again, the information. So we're not being stagnant. And again, like Brother Cosmo said, they want to keep, keep feeding y'all, crumbs here and there. But instead, we're up here saying, here, to walk the path. If y'all truly activated, walk the path. If y'all truly in tune, walk the path. Don't just talk, but walk it. Again, Remedy H, Rashad Jamal, who else? Ralph Smart. Again, Brother Panic. Fuck y'all because y'all ain't shit. And you know what? Share this video to all of them because again, this is the message to y'all because we here. We are fucking here. And again, this is the warning to all y'all. Again, true power and true souls have come back. True souls and true minds have come back to further with the planet for. Y'all ain't doing anything. Y'all want to keep on talking about again, Bobby Hemmett, again, Delta Blair. I respect them because I came off them. I learned from them and I evolved past them. I'm not still sharing their videos talking about, this is a fire ass. No, because we coming up with intel. They want us to go past them. Again, they push information in an aspect to further give us the access to move forward past them. But y'all want us to keep on, deifying them. Oh, Delbert Blair, Bobby Hemming, Yahweh Ben Yahweh, all these other ones, man. They transcended
Ancestors.
already and gone. Go ahead.
I was just saying, not letting go of the ancestor ideology too. You know what I mean? Because people are like, oh, the ancestors are back. No, the future souls are back, brother F1. You feel me? Like brothers are raised, brother F1. You feel me? It's not. Doesn't have to do with the ancestors. The ancestors are actually ascended, right? Or some of them are like type shit. So
Some of them, yeah.
Some of them already ascended. Some of them already ascended, man. And then if they didn't finish their job on the planet and they didn't do it, 111%, then they had to come back. They was recycled. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. We weren't never here really. We came here the first and made everything, and then we left. We was out. Right, we was gone. We had to come back from the future. Our souls had to come back to the future to put the reset back on the planet to get people's minds out that the garbage they've been fed for the last 6,000 years. All that garbage they've been fed for the last 6,000 years, and everybody think that they intelligent. Y'all ain't intelligent. Y'all smart. I give credit where credit's due. Y'all smart, but if like the brothers Arez made a video, show and tell. Show the intel. Since you want to talk about intel, if you're talking about anything in the physical realm on a consistent basis, and you say you bringing up intel, that's a red flag right there. You talking about spaceships, aliens, this and that. They ain't no aliens coming, man. I just had to give. There's no aliens come. They are highly advanced third dimensional.
There ain't no chariots coming out the fucking sky.
There ain't no chariots coming out the sky. We got a video that we gonna do. It's called the 200 million chariots versus the 11 ones. And that video is that's just going to seal everything with that Bible, the book. The Bible was a coded book. It had codes in it. People were in, when the Bible was being wrote, people were in like literally a trance. They were literally going through paralysis and shit when they was writing that book, the Bible. That Bible was coming from the future. It was a coded book. It's not literal. People think that the Bible's just like when they said Jesus was speared on the cross. What were they doing? They was killing the soul. How do you kill a soul? You spirit. That's why it's a metaphor. It's not literal. When it was like Jesus got speared on the cross, because they were trying to subconsciously kill the soul with the spirit. That's why everybody talking about spirituality and stuff like that, because their mom and father been brainwashed, their great grandfather been brainwashed, their great grandfather been brainwashed, and they don't even know it. They ain't even know it. So now, like that Bible, man, there's a whole bunch of codes up in there. We ain't even told all y'all the code, but I always use that one because I already put that one on the cyberverse. So that's why I keep bringing that one up. But there's a whole bunch of codes in there that people ain't even unlocked yet. Google, Siri, and Alexa, and these teachers, they ain't even unlocked yet. When they said the elect, they was talking about, when it said the elect will be raised, they were talking about the electricity in your mind will be raised up, higher frequency activation. That's what the Bible means. It's not a literal book. People take the Bible, it's like it's a literal book. Look at the Bible, man. Just if you look at the Bible, if Jesus was so highly for his people, then why was he killing them? Book don't even make, man, that book's a Harry Potter book, man. You might as well just go read Harry Potter, man. Just put be entertained.
Big ass Where's Waldo book?
Yeah, well, yeah, big World Water book, this and that, because they can't decode it. Because they're not activated. They take it literal. So
you brought up Genesis, remember about the genetics and genes too.
Yeah, Genesis.
And that's the first book too. So
yeah, it's the first book, the genetics. Genesis, the genetics. Then you dealing with the word hygiene. Why do you think they call it hygiene? Because they was talking about all the mankind that was on the planet. Yeah, they were hiding their genetics. So that's why they put shampoo in their hair with every morning and stuff because they're trying to hide their genetics. That's why they call it hygiene, because they were hiding their genetics, their genes.
Keep
They
breaking it
didn't
up,
want to be
brother.
they
Okay.
didn't want to be walking around smelling like gorillas and shit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? It's the age of Aquarius, man. It's a wrap, man. It's doom, 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 doom. Accept it, man. Step in the mental chain of command. Let the ones move forward. Peace, power, soul, and activation.
Good, wonderful breakup by Brother AF and Brother Cosmo. Yeah, you know, this live is pretty much shut and sealed.
11-11.
For the ones, but for those ones that feel like they're actually, they have a purpose, they feel like they are, truly in tune, or they really tapped in, reach out to us. Because at this point, we're not sitting up here waiting for, those so-called ones, because we're ultimately moving forward, and we will ultimately, the power will only bring us together because of Solargy. For ones who don't know what Solargy is, Solargy basically is synchronized souls, or when you have synergy, when you have crystals, but you bring the crystals together and you further, utilize their power because of the diverse energies that they give off. So we are souls through Solargy. We're up here, our souls are vibrating on the highest level at this point in this dimension, and we're putting out and amplifying true energy through magnetic forces. Again, that we can all again attract things or discharge things, discharging intelligence and attracting it in or pulling it in next now. So we are walking ones, or soul activated council, or again the council of suns, again in unison and in connection with the other souls through the upper and outer dimensions next now. So we're up here channeling with our brothers and sisters in the with the 14th dimension and beyond, going above and beyond what's already here. Because we're tuned in, we're tapped in, and not tapping in. Hey, I'm tapping, but I can't actually hit it the very one time to actually stay in there, and not keep going back and down, and not going from point A to point B. We're going from point A to point A. One live that we did, I think AF1 did, from point A to point A, talking about how we're only going, to further access, alignment, and acknowledgement to further bring forth action, which is only going to move things forward. Not talking about, the white man did this, the beast. No, we're taking action for our fuck ups again, and taking action, take responsibility for what we do moving forward next now. So, any last remarks from the council? Go ahead, but go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to just say a couple things. Basically having to do with do with the A. Like brother everyone says, and but definitely on some, not just on the superhero stuff. You feel me? But the Avengers actually coming together. You know what I mean? The A's walking with A's. Ones walking with ones. Really about moving things forward and coming together. The necessary ones doing what's purposeful. So yeah, peace, power, soul activation, FUTURTARIANs.
Well, I'm just gonna close out with this. The number, the number 11. That's why that's our number. It's the top of the mind chain. You're dealing with leaders from the past. They had numbers below that, and our number is the 11 because there is nothing else after that, man. Because people, when you're dealing with the number 10, the ones walking with zeros or manipulating zeros, then you got the 11s, the ones walking with the ones, man. Ain't nothing else after this. It's over. It's a wrap. It's the age of Aquarius. So, peace, power, and soul to the councils. Activated one. I see y'all in the chat room.
Okay, again, wonderful breakup by the council, Brother Cosmo Uni One, Brother AF1. Check them out on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Cosmo Uni One. Futurtarian's activation channel for Brother AF1, on Podbean and YouTube. We are ones walking with ones, the only ones that are walking with ones, walking with ones, walking with ones. True power, true souls, and true activated minds, true activated souls minds that are only going to cause this planetary shift, and we are. Because again, y'all want to talk about the revolution won't be televised, but it's always evolution that's taken on behind the scenes because you're not seeing the growth. Y'all want the physical to show, but at the same time, it takes time for power to build up. It's not oh, let me get this instantaneous. No, everything is going to build up, and we're building up, loading up next now to the upper outer dimensions as once, walking with once, walking with once. So peace, power, soul to us as ones, and peace, power, and soul to you all. Because again, at this point, what are y'all gonna do? What's next for you? For us, we're going to evolve and just drop all because we already dropped all the information, the belief systems. We're not believing, we are receiving next now. So receiving the future and the bigger picture that only matters as far as collectivity and unity. That's it.
All right, look, this is the analogy that I use. And I'm gonna be done with this because we'll have more lives in the future, because we doing shit G14 classified, but like look at for the last 100 decades, I mean the last 10 decades, man, 11, 10 decades, man, all the leaders, all the teachers, man, they kept playing the game. They kept picking up the ball, going by the referee's rules, playing the game, getting sacked, fumbled the ball. Now you got to pick it back up. This teacher got to pick it back up. Now he running with the ball. He gets smacked. Boom, he fumbled the ball. Now this teacher's a quarterback. He throws a pass. He get it intercepted. Now another teacher pick. Man, they should have took that ball, ran right past the referee, right past the security guard, right past the stadium, and out the fucking parking lot with that shit. That's all I want to say. Peace, Power, Soul activated. AF1, fire topic by Brother Reyes. We are the Futuritarians United Council.
Yep, we are ones walking with ones, bringing forth the truth again, reality of the future. There is no less, I don't know. No, we're figuring out through our ability to stay tapped in. So we're not guessing or having guesstimations. We're only staying tapped in. So with that being said, Peace Parcel Activation. Check us out this coming May 11th, 2022 for our mega live stream talking about what DEA activation, talking about soul portaling. And again, the future. Not no saucers, not no green alien men, Martian men, none of that fictional shit. It's reality. Souls on souls on souls. Power on power on power. Evolution next now. So peace, power, and soul. We are one. We out here.